Be glorified, be glorified, be glorified.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
Yes, it is job for this time.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
Compound Wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
How can I whispers be that? Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brand, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
We all know everyone loves to be entertained, so you just have to entertain everyone around you in any way you can. Entertainment means fun, it means amusement, means games, means a lot. Without entertainment in the world, I guess we'll be chosen in this world, you know what I'm saying? So I feel entertainment is everything.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Gennett's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away in 1973 and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook.
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome. Wake up and rise. It's a brand new day, and not just any day. It's Thursday. You know what we call it? Artsy Thursday. We're riding high on good vibes, unstoppable energy, and of course, that type of war feeling. Forget that I'm wearing blue. You know the people that should avoid me. Now listen, today's episode of Wake Up Nigeria is extra special. And why do I say so? Because we had to level up. And when I say level up, I mean bring in someone unforgettable. She's bold, brilliant, she's beautiful, the queen of the screen, a voice of grace. She does have a lovely voice, and she's here as my guest co-host. It is great to have you. It's Thekla Uzozi. Woo, woo, woo.
Thank you, Mike. What a welcome. Good morning, Nigeria. It feels amazing to be here co-hosting this vibrant Thursday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. I feel like I'm on top of the world.
Yes, you are. Where else do you want to go?
Yeah, we are about to take you there too.
Of course, we're bringing double the fire this morning, and Thekla in the building here with me. The energy is going to, you're going to feel it across the screen, straight into your houses there.
And you know how we do it. And since it's Thursday, that's a perfect mix of reflection and anticipation. Let's start with a little something for the soul. Start where you are.
Okay.
Use what you have. Do what you can. The top isn't a place. It is a mindset.
Now, personally, I might have some issues with motivational speakers, but this one from Thekla, now that's wisdom, yeah? That's quite something. Now, wherever you are, on the move or at a spot, just chill, sit back and get ready for insight, music, food, and magic. This show is just for you. My name is Mike Mesikeno, and
I am Thekla Uzozi.
As always, you can catch us live anywhere across the globe. You can just head on to tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. GOTV channel 16, StarTimes 121. And if you are on the terrestrial band, the ultra high frequency will be 49.
Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, X, Facebook, and TikTok at TVC Entertainment.
Now you can use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to engage and interact with us on social media. That's how you're spending your Thursday. It's Artsy Thursday. Let's get straight into what we have for you this morning. Now, kick off with July celebrants. It's birthday shout-outs. We will be celebrating your birthdays and giving you a shout-out. Adeton Adebowale. What a beautiful, beautiful picture there. We're celebrating you this morning.
All that you wish for this year, you go get everything and more.
All right, and then we've also got someone quite interesting, rooted in tradition, driven by vision. He blends indigenous sounds with modern rhythms to create Afrofusion that's smooth, bold, and refreshing. Trad is in the house with us this morning.
Chef Meeday is on a mission to spice our taste buds in the kitchen. Stay tuned.
Yeah, she's one of my favorite chefs, yeah. Chef Meeday, she knows how to do her stuff. I'm looking forward to having her this morning.
Great.
Cracked screen. And that's probably talking about your phone because you can see what we have there. We have writer, copy editor, and proofreader Idolo Olumukoro for that one on Bookshot.
For a musical performance, we have Pobiro is a Nigerian-American R&B and Afrofusion artist whose music bridges continents and emotions. He'll be performing Trouble of his sophomore EP titled Homecoming.
Now this morning on Tech, we'll be discussing AI and you, navigating the future with confidence. That's the topic, and the tech expert in the house is a Triumphant Babalola. He's an AI engineer, advocate, and consultant.
Eben Keys is a Nigerian creative force, a poet, musician, actor, and filmmaker using art to inspire empathy and purpose.
We'll be having him on the show, of course, to wrap up. All right, that's the size of what we have for you this morning. It's quite a packed Thursday morning. You ready?
Yeah.
Excited. I love this look. This look is like, normally you look younger than your age. I'm very sure of that, but this one still takes like maybe 10 more years off your age.
Is it because you're wearing blue? You're not a Chelsea fan, oh, sorry about that.
Why Chelsea? What? I bought this because I didn't say anything to wear this morning. I know I'm wearing blue this morning, but hey, come on. This is just a tip of what we're doing on the show today. Just chill, sit back, relax. We're taking the news right after this time out. It's the 17th day in July 2025. Good morning. It's a Thursday morning. My name is Mike Mesikeno, and this is the news. An expanded special session of the Federal Executive Council in honor of the late former President Muhammadu Buhari is expected to hold today at 5 p.m. In a statement by Special Assistant on Media to the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Rabiu Ibrahim, the special FEC meeting will be held after the third-day prayer for the former president at his residence in Daura, Katsina State. The expanded FEC meeting is to be attended by the leadership of the National Assembly, the Senate, and the House of Reps. The judiciary, reps of the family of the late former president will also be there. The special prayer session will be held in honor of the former president on Friday at the National Mosque, Abuja, and a special church service will be conducted on Sunday. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has officially resigned from the People's Democratic Party. His resignation was communicated in a letter dated 14th of July and addressed to the party chairman of his ward in Jada local government area of Adamawa State. The presidential candidate of the PDP in the 2023 general election tendered his resignation in the build-up to the 2027 general election after admitting to the formation of a coalition party, the African Democratic Congress. Mr. Abubakar insists the party has strayed away from the ideals on which it was founded. He attributed his resignation to the irreconcilable differences that have emerged and the current trajectory of the party. And then on foreign stories, 3 persons have been killed and more than 30 injured following an attack by Israeli army on Syria's defense ministry and near the presidential palace in Damascus. Israel says it's trying to protect members of Syria's Druze community after deadly sectarian clashes. The IDF has also threatened to continue to strike military targets in southern Syria. The strikes also come after Israel threatened to increase attacks if the Syrian government forces are not withdrawn. In Gaza, at least 21 persons were killed at a food distribution site. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees says 1 in 10 children screened in its clinics in Gaza are malnourished. Now some sporting stories. Real Madrid midfielder Jude Bellingham is expected to miss up to 12. Now Liverpool have opened talks with Eintracht Frankfurt to sign Hugo Ekitike. Now Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish has confirmed his club will appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport after being demoted from the Europa League. Palace qualified for the Europa League with a shock FA Cup final win over Manchester City in May. UEFA, European football's governing body, ruled Palace should drop down to the Conference League over a conflict of interest involving the club's former director, Jean Textor, who also part-owns French side Olympique Lyonnais. Textor stepped away from Palace at the start of July, but the ownership issues relate to the end of last season when the South London team secured a maiden European appearance by winning the first major trophy in their history. UEFA's ruling would mean Nottingham Forest, who finished 7th in the Premier League, would take Palace's place in the Europa League, but Parish has signaled his intent to contest the decision. And that's it, of course, for the news and sports for this morning. We'll take a time out. We'll be back with more.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? When we get a common language, where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self, and every person waiting for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere. So, Bobo.
You dey chop for this time.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Aww.
Now we be what's up Naija crew. Now we they give you what they sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make younger?
Without wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, you right here. Nobody better than we, right?
I can always best be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur. Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and nonviolent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
evening, my people. I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name is Damilola Banire. My name is Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of your view pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
After
that day, the man
no go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy is not in don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person we will give them to you, fact as he be.
Men no dey ever get fault. If baby not dey for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk true inside.
But for this country, we know say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
Look, we not even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some poria.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
It's time to talk tech this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, and for that, joining us is triumphant Babalola, and we're going to be talking about AI and the future. Now, he is an AI engineer, advocate, and consultant. AI and use to focus navigating the future with confidence. Okay, it's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you very much, Mary.
So, when people talk AI doesn't seem like the future anymore. Yeah. It seems like the present. So when we talk about AI, for people who aren't so familiar with it, let's start from the pros and the cons of AI. I like to go for the negative first. What are the consequences?
I would say the consequence of any new advancement, especially in technology, means there's going to be rapid change. You would have, you would need people to be able to adapt, pick up these tools first, would I say, and most likely around governance and policy in that sense. So the pro, I wouldn't say it's a con per se, it just has to do with human adaptation in that sense. So like I said, technological disruptions would always need an adoption for change. So people would need to, change some things they've been doing before, making sure that the systems are coming to integrate and augment human lives in that sense. Basically, that's to say.
An average person is still struggling to even know how to use their phones. I dare say most people, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, over 90% of phone users don't even maximize the use of their phones. See? And then now we're talking AI. Let's talk about the pros. What advantages does it have, especially for people like that? Okay,
so before I go to your question, right, the bedrock of every adoption rather in this sense, is knowledge, right? Yeah. So the reason why people cannot maximize or wouldn't maximize things to the fullest, especially technology, and in this present case AI, is because there's no proper knowledge on what it can do, what it shouldn't be able to do, and what it can do right now, right? So based on the pros, AI right now can automate your tasks. If you don't want to be in the studio this morning, you could send an AI to, come in and do it for you, digitally anyway, in that sense. You could have self-driving cars. You'd have ChatGPT that gives you responses. Basically, it streamlines your tasks and makes sure that you are saving time in that extent. So there are a lot of pros depending on the industry you work with. So take construction, for example. There are hazardous, behaviors where contract workers have to climb up bridges and do that. You have drones that can do that. You have drones that can keep track of power grid issues where you don't need a human to go physically there to have some damages that happens to those humans.
And that brings me to the human angle. Because when people talk AI, there's this fear of the loss of jobs. There's this fear that AI is going to, let me use that drastic voice,
right?
Take over the world. And then even replace humans.
Yeah.
But then the human angle makes you feel like, okay, yes, you've got AI, but there has to be someone powering the AI as well. What effect would you say this would have on the workforce?
To be honest,
human power, that is.
Yes. To be honest, I actually think like the perception that people have of AI replacing their jobs is valid to have that fear. Right? When we moved from the Stone Age to civilization, people were scared that, you know, tractors would come and replace the hoe and all of that. It's very valid. But what I would say is, like I said earlier, the reason why you have those kind of fears is because of knowledge, the knowledge barrier, right? So the human aspect in this something called HMI. That's human-machine interaction. AI is not what it is, or AI wouldn't be what it is right now if there was no human pioneering that, right? So I believe what AI is trying to do in terms of adoption is not necessarily replace a human in that sense, but augment it. So let me give you an analogy. I don't know if you're familiar with Harry Potter.
Of course.
Okay, so think of AI like a magic wand, right? Does the magic wand take away the power of the sorcerer?
Of course not.
What does it do? It just amplifies the magic. Basically, that's what it means. So as long as people have their ideology that AI is like a tool, that's what I would define it as. So AI is a tool, basically, that helps you be more human. So in this sense, I would say let machines be machines, and the things that humans would handle should be humans. But you would need to adapt to these changes, like I said, by learning, making sure that you are abreast with how these things work, what you should use them for, and ethical use in that sense, so that you're not just using things that would, in quote, eradicate you and stuff. Then you also have the role of publicity. So I know growing up, I saw a lot of movies where, like you said, AI was going to take over the world. Exactly, Matrix, and stuff like that. But these things don't just wake up one day and decide to do stuff, right? So I think it's actually propaganda, but let's not go into that. That's what I think it is. Having been behind the systems, I can tell you that's not how it works, right? So I don't want to go too technical, but there are some certain laws and rules, especially in privacy and governance, that would always protect the human standing in this point. So I could think of Asimov's law. That's how that guides robotics. So the first law, you must obey your order. The second law states something like you can't harm a human, right, while obeying the first law. Then the third law is something around protect your existence. But look at it like a loop. You can't do one and forget the two. There's no how you can protect your existence without obeying. So if you have all those barriers in check, there is no how humans will be eradicated. So the truth is, just learn what this thing does, actually. You would find out that these systems are here to augment you, not replace you.
I love cartoons, you see.
Okay.
And so cartoons, you know, they have a lot of imagination working and a lot. And then cartoons make you realize that there could be that evil-minded person that decides to create machines that will do, in quotes, evil.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Can I answer your question with Voldemort? Back to Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
So, the makers of the magic wand made it to amplify the magician's powers.
Yeah.
But how the magician used that wand is on the magician, not the wand. Do you see? So that's why you have privacy laws and governance policies that says, you know, I see AI is a neutral catalyst, right? If you give AI to a hoodlum, he's going to do hoodlum business with it. If you give AI to a professional, let's say, he's going to do stuff with it. So it's a neutral catalyst. Whoever handles that AI determines what that AI does. So in terms of protection in that sense, so you can have like a governing body. I think Nigeria is doing something in that line to have up strategies to say, you know, this is how to use AI. The EU came up with something like that. The US has those kind of laws to be able to guide how AI will be used ethically, in fairness, and in openness, something like that. So
let me take you back to the tractor analogy.
Okay,
it's
good.
interesting that you would mention that, because till date, there are still people using the hoe and the cutlass. And it also comes down to cost, right? And so when we talk about costs, I wonder, do you think the AI Yes, we have Meta, we have others that are accessible. But do you think the AI, when you want to use it in its wholesomeness, will be affordable eventually?
The future of that is in terms of infrastructure to make sure that the more we progress over the years, the cost to actually run an AI model, it's reducing drastically. So when, I'm sure you heard of, ChatGPT, DeepSeek. So when DeepSeek came on board, they were like, it cost them around $5 million to do something. This is something that OpenAI had spent more, let's say times 10, times 20 to be able to achieve. But you do notice that over the years, those significant cost reduction happens because now we are not just, experimenting into a black box. We understand how things work, and now we can now optimize those processes. So it's like you as a human have learned how to not do some certain things. So it wouldn't cost you now that you know how to go the right way.
So I'm making reference to this because tractors are even way more expensive now. And so is that going to be the same thing? Because I know there are some AI machinery, so of course it would also influence the costs. It will remain constantly like that. But the AI that will be affordable will be probably things like prompts and all, right? Would that be it?
Not necessarily. So this is what I mean. If you look at the whole AI game, you have the big players, you have people at the middle end. Most of the people around our particular continent is focused around the consumption level, right? So if you go in more building from the scratch, you would have to invest in those things. That's just what it is. You can't take it away. But if you look at the cost to reward ratio, you know that for what you're doing, you're getting more rewards. So you're saving time, you're making sure things are done faster, to set up better.
Farmers using tractors know that.
I mean,
for a
yes,
fact.
exactly. But some people wouldn't want to do that because cost in that sense.
Yeah. It's been quite an interesting conversation, Triumphant Babalola. Really interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you indeed. At this point, we have to head to the kitchen. But just before that, are we taking a break? Let's take a quick break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
I left my daughter in the care of a governess. She is white. Mariana is well aware she can't be associated with those people.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name na Chika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top of you, Pigeon.
I'm going to bring you
Hello, this is Rick Asani. Keep watching Reality Check on TVC.
All right, welcome back and thank you for staying with us. It's What's Up and About, and just before we get into our discussion, we've got Chef Meeday in the house. Chef Meeday, yes, what's up?
Hey, I like it when she does that.
Is that blood coming out from the chicken?
No, it's fresh chicken. Now we're going to.
Okay, it's fresh chicken. Okay,
yeah.
so it's not like.
No,
okay.
we're still going to prepare
Wonderful, wonderful,
yeah.
wonderful. We'll get to how all of this looks, yeah?
Yes.
But yeah, it is great to have you. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Tekla, you're welcome.
Again.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So it's also about, but we want to talk about you today. Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. Let's get to meet you a little bit more. Who's Tekla? What's Tekla been doing? And, you know, just tell me about you.
Okay, where do I start? Well, I'm an actor.
How old are you?
You
were asking for what? You asked a question. I answered.
That was hilarious. But yeah, I am an actor, a screenwriter, producer, children's books author, and director, the whole works.
Which one started first? Just take us chronologically.
Yeah, it was acting.
Through your journey.
Yes, it was acting, and I mean, as a child, I was in every play that we had in school.
Okay.
But then I started auditioning professionally in 2018. And then screenwriting bumped into me along the way, because I went to an audition and I was given sides. Sides are like excerpts from screenplays that you were asked to read.
Okay.
And I looked at it and something looked wrong with it. I didn't know what, but it just felt wrong. So I decided that maybe I can do this. And so I started researching. You know, downloaded some Hollywood screenplays, and I started writing. In fact, I didn't know anything about screenwriting software, so I started writing on WPS Word.
Okay.
Yeah, WPS Office.
Okay.
Yeah. And then a little down the line, did a couple of projects like Rebirth, Tokumbo, and then started producing. And now I am a director as well, because I've done my very first film.
Oh, that's cool.
What's the movie?
Yeah, it's a film about postpartum psychosis. Yes.
Incidentally, a few weeks back, I was at a premiere of a film, I think Out in Darkness. It was treating the same topic. Postpartum depression. This one was deeper. Like you mentioned psychosis. That is even much deeper. Can you just expatiate a bit?
So it's...
You know, when it goes from depression to psychosis, how, you know?
Well, postpartum depression and psychosis are two different things.
Okay.
They may look alike, but then they are two different things. And I feel like we cannot talk about it enough, because the side effects of pregnancy are things that we, we are really hush-hush about. And when I learned about it in 2020, I didn't know. Psychosis is just like when somebody goes full-on crazy from having a baby. Yes. And I heard it. I'm like, so you mean my shoe size will not only increase, I'll have stretch marks? Like I was counting. And at the time, incidentally, a lot of the things I was seeing on X and on the internet were talking about the side effects of pregnancy. And I'm like, so madness is still one of them.
Yeah. Hearing loss.
Yes.
Loss of eyesight. Paralysis.
Yes.
Sometimes temporary, sometimes permanent. A lot of it,
Mary, have you had to deal with any one of these?
Eyesight and...
Eyesight? Was it total or it was blurred or something?
Actually, total initially. Then gradually it is. I'm still dealing with it, actually.
Exactly.
Okay, but the total part was for how long?
It was for about 4 months.
So I felt the need to talk about it, because even when I pitched the story, people were like, "Are you kidding me?"
Wow.
Yeah. So it's important that we tell those kind of stories, which is why I'm really proud that that was my very first film as a director.
And I find your name very interesting.
Thank you.
For some reasons. But I'm very curious, how did you come about your name? Were you named that, or it was a name you picked up? Your dad named you Tekla.
Yeah.
You know why I find it interesting?
Why?
So, when I wanted to do my confirmation, are you a Catholic?
Oh yeah, very Catholic.
So when I wanted to do my confirmation, I chose Mary Tekla. So that's actually my confirmation name. You haven't even heard the end of it. So my younger sister did not know that was my name. And then when she was doing her confirmation, she chose Tekla.
Wow.
So Catherine is also Tekla. For some weird reason, of all the names in the world, my sister and I had the same name. So when I saw Tekla, I was like, okay, Tekla. Interesting, because it's not a very common name.
Yes, we're very few.
We are very few.
What are the odds?
What are the odds? I know, right?
What's written to of you?
Please leave us alone.
Wonderful, yeah. But I mean, you're a lady, so you have that better understanding. I want to get back to your movie, but maybe we'll have 1 or 2 clips to show you just a little bit of the things that the original Tekla has done.
Please.
Is that fake Tekla?
Original. Please.
So incidentally, Mike is my confirmation name. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your baptismal name? Emmanuel.
Victor. So I used the same. My baptismal name was my birth name.
Oh.
You understand?
Okay.
And then for confirmation, and then I picked that and all that. So
what did you say your baptismal name was?
Let's watch this one.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Were you in this or your...
We're on a bus. You were on a bus.
Hey, me na leave us. I say me na prayer. He going to your house. Those breasts will come back here again. I will not be here.
Really?
I don't know. I just live.
You don't know. I just the people person come zanga.
You want kidnapper?
Your brother is out there, possibly being held.
Get your son for a year, and you go pay us 10 million naira. She dey hear me so.
This place is not for a person like you. Where you come from is like light, but down here is dark.
My son!
Yo, Naimbe.
He's autistic.
This one is autism. Yeah, I find you're involved with very, very deep and touching things that people don't really want to talk about.
Social.
Incidentally, this just reminds me of what's her name now? Oh, what name just skipped my head now? What's her name? Black Panther actress who spoke about fibroids. Lupita Nyong'o, who spoke about having 30 fibroids taken off her and how she's dealing with it. But she said that when she went to the doctor said, look, they will come again. It will come again. Women are really have to contend with a lot. And she said something which relates to what we're doing. She said, people don't want to talk about these things so much, but these are things that affect us so much. It's our everyday life. And then this is about autism. You're talking about postpartum psychosis and all of that. Women need to start in their homes, man.
I mean, so when people talk about, Mother's Day is 20 times a year, I just shake my head.
We need 50 more.
My dear, it's just the same way we have issues with the fact that sanitary pads are so expensive.
Thank you.
There are things women use all the time.
And then you give condoms free.
For free. And then, exactly. And it's not something that a woman can say, you know what, I don't want to use it. Like a man can say, oh, I don't use condoms. It's compulsory.
And the fact that
did you ever have to deal with any of these things, postpartum psychosis and all that?
When I was pregnant with my first, I was on 75 kg. I was 65. And during that pregnancy, I shoot up to 90 kg.
Wow.
And since then, I've been battling in and out and I've never, and the funniest part of it is that my 3 kids are all CS. So why trying to win the fat of this one, take in,
next one comes
get another cut, and with CS you can't do any rigorous
exercise immediately.
I've been battling with it. At the point I had decision and part of the cut got opened. I have to do a corrective surgery.
Oh my God!
So I just made up. When anybody is saying you are fat, now fat I be. I don't keep person. So I'm not even till now. After my last child, I realized that part of the opening, because my incision was longitudinal, is still opening. So I'm managing myself. Because, do you understand? I'm managing myself. Anytime I get too fat, I will be feeling the intestine. God. So,
have you been to the hospital?
Yeah, I've been to the hospital. The opening now is closing up gradually. Maybe because I'm trying to work on my weight. There are a lot of things that I have a sister that have Beth palsy. Since she had a child, she couldn't see well.
Exactly, there's that too.
Yeah.
And there's
that's part of her paralysis thing
as
well. Sometimes they can't walk
Sometimes
again.
you think she's looking at you, but she's actually not seeing you. Her face is...
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was pregnancy.
It was pregnancy. Beth palsy.
These are issues that women deal with.
Anytime we get to talk about this, I always jump back to remember my friend, Glory. And that was the worst case scenario. She gave her life to bring birth her child.
Exactly. We even forgot about that part.
You know, and when I think about things like this and all of that, and it's unfair. It's always.
And it leaves me wondering why our mothers or our grandmothers, you know, they say, oh, you just go to your backyard, pop out the baby. Yeah. Everybody just kept quiet. And, you know, there's the stigma with having a baby through CS.
And then some women are the ones that propagate.
Exactly.
Yes.
You don't know what your future is going to be, or your child's future, or you are mocking a woman that
there's a group of maybe the old women will come and say, no, you cannot give birth to CS.
Giving birth to like a Hebrew woman.
Or even a woman that decides that she does not want to go through that process and gets a surrogate, wahala.
My first child, I was 10 centimeters dilated. I was contracting, my cervix was not opening. My BP rose to 180. And we had to do emergency CS. And after the CS, 6 hours I didn't wake up. They couldn't even reject that I gave birth. My mom said I was doing... For 6 hours, I was there. And my spirit was running within the space. So some people go through this stress, and some people... I have a friend that waited 9 years. After 9 years, she had 3 kids in 4 years. One day she called me, she said, Olumide, I thank God, but I'm actually overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
No part of it is
depression
easy.
is real.
There's no
We just
part
see
of it is
women,
easy.
you know, ranting, or they say the woman goes crazy sometimes.
I feel
You don't know why.
should be celebrated more
Well,
than...
anyway,
I wish we could talk about this more.
Yeah,
that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We'll take more time. We'll probably have another time where we'll talk about it so much more. And like I said, I don't think we celebrate women enough. We should do more. And to guys out there, men, it's not okay to say some things about women's bodies. Just let's celebrate them. But that's it. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still more to come on the show.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? When we get a common language, where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person where they for street. That's now why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere, so Bobo.
You dey joke for this time.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
Come to Wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, you right here.
Nobody better than we, right?
Okay, now whispers be that. Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go here.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
And now it is time to get serious.
I feel that I have strong feelings for 2 men here.
This week on Reality Check, we share our collective views on your favorite TV reality shows. From Nigerian Idol Season 10 finale,
the winner of Nigerian Idol Season 10 is Perp.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire. My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of you, Pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost. I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show, say, now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see am again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody. When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person we go give am to you, fact as he be. Men no dey ever get fault. If baby not dey for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we know say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
But we no even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some poria. For musical performance, we have Kobiru, and he's a Nigerian-American R&B and Afrofusion artist whose music bridges continents and emotions. He'll be performing Trouble off his sophomore EP titled Homecoming. So, Homecoming, Trouble, woo, and this is Lagos. Are you about to give us some trouble this morning?
Not really per se, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I got some vibes for you guys, and you know, we'll give a performance with that. Yeah.
Great, Trouble Vibes Lagos. Kobiru,
Yeah.
give it to us.
All right, sounds good, man. Sounds good.
think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Meskin. I've got the beautiful, the lovely, the dashing, the scintillating. I've run out of synonyms.
Wow. It got to me and I ran out of synonyms.
It was all about you now. I was like, what about you now?
Wearing blue, not a non-Chelsea fan. Which of the losing clubs are you their fan?
If I got out of this show now, just
please
know
come
she's
back,
the one that caused it.
I promise not to mention Chelsea anymore.
And we born this thing after this. I don't know I went to Wembley today, but hey, come on. Thekla is here in the house with us. We've had a wonderful first hour so far. You got me in my feelings, man, because there's just a whole lot. I feel like to unpack that kind of thing, it's something we should talk about more often. I've always felt that therapy is not necessary. You don't have to talk for it to be therapy, Not all the time. Yeah. There's no one size fits all. But for this one, women need to tell their stories more.
Yes, please.
Because there's a lot that we don't understand about women.
Right, and that's why people like me, we're here to amplify and say things that it seems no one else wants to say, and things that we ignore and think as part of the norm. So yeah.
You deserve a statue.
Thank you. When are you?
If it was allowed, I would have just carried you up now, just be moving around and say yes.
please.
But well done.
Stop it.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. When this kind of stop it, it's not the stopping that you actually want them to stop it.
No, it's the stop it, I like it.
Okay.
No, but that's
all right. All right, well, hey, come on. Just chill, sit back, relax. We have a lot on the show. Chef Meeday is on a mission to spice our taste buds in the kitchen. And Mary is there with Chef Meeday. Chef Meeday, you are amazing. It's not like I respect you, 2-4, but with today, it has gone even higher. Chef Meeday, you're too much.
Thank you.
I'm wondering what's behind that, Mike.
Oh, yeah, come on, it's part of our discussion, yeah. Mary, you don't like sharing, so even what you said today was even big.
I'm even shocked at myself.
Exactly.
Control-delete, Control-Z.
Sorry, this is live.
Undo. No, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. There's Control-V or Control-Y. Bring it back. But yeah, that's it. But we're looking forward to what you have. Mary, what's happening in the kitchen? What's happened so far?
So, as it is, Chef Meeday has been trying to prep, and she's almost done prepping. She's doing something with the plantain, the chicken, an Italian dish. We'll tell you more about that when it's time to have a conversation in the kitchen.
Great. Right. For book chat, we are discussing The Cracked Screen with writer, copy editor, and proofreader Idolo Olumokoro. I hope I got that correctly.
Yeah, you did. You see, the interesting thing is that Mary is the best person to take this. I've never seen Mary's phone when it is not cracked. Even if Mary buys a new phone today, the screen will crack yesterday.
Shots fired.
It's not
Mary, what happened to...
It's not short. Everybody knows.
Wow.
Everybody, if Mary buys a phone today, the screen cracked yesterday.
Mary, I wasn't a part of this. I don't support this.
Anybody.
I support you, Mary.
See, it goes so bad that sometimes she'll use rubber band.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
There's nothing to be ashamed of now. If your phone is all scattered, you use rubber band.
I don't know. There's just some people that some things that just with phones. Mary's just I don't know. It's cracking one time or the other.
Wow.
Whatever. But Mary, I think that should be an interesting book chat with you a little bit later on. We'll wrap up the show with Eben Keys, a Nigerian creative force, a poet, musician, actor, and filmmaker. We'll be talking to him about what he has been doing and what he has on the horizon.
Right.
All right. Well, so yeah, that's it. It's been 1 hour, one quite interesting hour.
Beautiful 1 hour.
We've had an inside, something happened that made it even more interesting inside, but that's for us inside. But it's going to be a cool 45 minutes left, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to enjoy it.
All right, we are. Mary, okay, just before we talk about your cracked screen, let's take a look at what Chef Meeday has with you in the kitchen. Tell us, Mary, go ahead.
Giving that book that I'm going to be using for book chat. My first thought was, is there sarcasm? Is there hidden agenda? Is there a hidden meaning to my being given this book to handle the book chat this week? And now, Mike, you just have to put it in. No problem. It is well. Anyway, you're welcome to the kitchen again this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Chef Meeday has us for breakfast.
Yes, the famous Chef Meeday.
Yes, the famous Chef Meeday. Yes, we always have to include that. And for breakfast today is...
We are making chicken plantain bruschetta.
Chicken plantain bruschetta. You want to tell me about bruschetta?
Bruschetta is an Italian food, but I'm bringing Afro-fusion into it to make it look like a Ninja food.
Okay.
So that's why I'm using plantain as my base.
Okay.
Then I'm also going to be using chicken and some veggies as my dressing, my toppings. Then I'll dress it with Thousand Island mix.
So what's in the Thousand Island mix? What's in it?
It's a secret recipe.
Ah, yes, the infamous chef's secret recipe.
If you want to
I know you will tell me after.
I will.
I know you will tell me. I'm not worried about that. So let's talk about the ingredients. What are we making use of?
So I'm going to be frying my plantain, set it aside.
Looks yummy.
Yeah, set it aside.
Okay.
Then I'm going to be stir frying my chicken.
Okay.
Then stir fry my vegetables.
Okay.
Mix it together.
Okay.
Arrange my plantain as the base.
Okay.
Then I'll put my the vegetable, the combination of the vegetable and chicken. Then dress it with the Thousand Island.
Interesting. So what vegetables are we making use of? We've got cabbage.
Cabbage, bell peppers. I didn't get red pepper because red pepper would have actually make it pop.
Okay.
But I'm making do with the yellow bell pepper and the green pepper. Then I'm going to be using my parsley to do dressing.
Okay.
For my chicken, I don't want to. I'll be using just salt and black corn pepper to do the dressing.
Okay.
Yeah.
The ingredients are currently on your screen, so you can catch up on anything you may have missed while we were mentioning it. Scribble down whatever it is that you're missing out on, okay? So that's for the chicken plantain bruschetta, right?
Yeah.
Or is it plantain chicken bruschetta?
Chicken plantain.
Chicken plantain bruschetta. So that's what we're having for breakfast. Okay, so let's get started with the frying, I believe.
Yes, I can multitask. We'll do the frying then. We'll also do the sauce.
Hey, at this point, we can as well call Chef Meeday Superwoman.
I always say I'm a woman of many colors.
Yeah. And you know how it is that many people don't realize that women, we stand tall, we stand straight, even on the heels.
Yes.
But there's a lot underneath. There's a lot going on that many people are just not aware of. And that's why you really must be careful what you say to people. You never know how deep the hot might run.
Yes.
So, do you need heat here as well?
Yes.
Okay, let me put the heat on. So we're going to start our frying. Start our frying. Start our frying. Okay, so actually put on the heat here. Okay, I think you prefer it over there.
No, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So let's get started. Let's get down to business. Yeah. So on average, how long does this entire cooking process take?
About 15. If you are done with your prepping.
Yeah.
15-10 minutes. You're done.
Prepping includes having fried the plantain or without frying?
Prepping, cutting your veggies.
Okay, so the entire process itself is
dicing
like
your chicken.
Okay.
Then
are we frying the chicken? Are we frying the plantain inside the pot?
No. I'll use the frying pan.
But that's going to take a longer time. I thought you were going to use this
so that I
to
can
deep fry.
The pot is small anyway.
All right. Why don't you get a bigger one? Okay, let's just do.
We can
make do with it however you want to do it. We just want to have the food ready. We cannot wait to dig in because this is plantain. It's funny how plantain is now luxury.
I'm telling you.
Plantain is now a treat. Plantain used to be something we took for granted. It's either you make it into boli, roast it up, or you fry it, or you boil it.
If you want to buy boli now, maybe one boli
might be like 500 or 1,000 naira.
Yeah.
And you cannot blame the sellers as well. They still have to break even because remember, besides the fact that they're getting the plantain, they still have to get coal, which is what most of them use. They still have to set up, they have to pay for the space. And so all of those costs come together, informing why it's so expensive these days. Most people don't even buy plantain with their food anymore. You want to buy plantain with your rice. People will even be giving you a look like, wow.
Just small plantain fingers, 10,000 naira.
Just imagine, one bunch.
Yeah, just small one.
Small one for that matter.
Not like what you would have normally buy for 3,000, 4,000 naira before.
Even that 3,000, 4,000. There used to be a time when with 1,500 you've gotten yourself a decent bunch.
So I want to start the frying the.
It's crazy.
So I'm going
Should
to
I
start
reduce the heat? It's seeming like that heat might be a bit too much.
Yeah,
so what should I put it to? Maybe
7.
Okay. So we've started the cooking process, okay? The chicken has just gone in for some pan searing. Chef Meeday decided to listen to me.
Yeah, and I listened.
Aww.
I listened.
She's the expert, so it's making me feel like I know something too when it comes to cooking, which I should anyway. I'm a huge fan of Chef Meeday's suya spice. Ever since the first time I had it, I wanted more, but for some weird reason, I've not had it since then.
Don't worry.
And today,
we definitely have to ship it to you. Wherever you have, we'll send it.
You know, Chef Meeday does something with her spices. She actually has a line of spices, by the way.
About 25?
Like, yeah, a very wide range of spices. As you heard, at 25. We're talking white pepper, we're talking black pepper, we're talking...
Suya spice, curry,
just about
jollof rice spice. Because one thing is, after cooking, exactly this year made it exactly 15 years that I've been in this industry.
Wow.
And I want to stand out. I want you to taste my food today, taste it tomorrow, and still taste it some other, and you still feel the originality of, I know this is Chef Meeday's food.
I'm using a chicken seasoning, as a matter of fact, and I can tell you for a fact, it's amazing. It's great with the chicken. There's this taste it brings. It's totally enhancing
and
the
if you
flavor.
want to have the best of it, just marinate your chicken overnight.
Oh. Okay, so Chef Meeday is in the kitchen, the famous Chef Meeday.
Yes.
She's making breakfast for us, chicken plantain buchetta. That's what we're having for breakfast. And I'm actually wondering about something. You know, in all of these, many women suffer the support of not having the support of their husbands. What was it like for you, though?
Okay, my husband is not here, but I must say that in these 13 years of being together, because I actually started my business before I got married.
Okay.
I would say my husband is supportive because I bring a whole lot of people to my house, so people that I don't even know, because I have to work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just see some people sleeping in my house, consecutively.
The life of a caterer.
Yes. Yeah. And my husband will just
very tolerant.
I'm telling you, very tolerant in that aspect. Very tolerant.
Wow.
Very tolerant.
Well, we'll continue with our cooking process as we continue gisting, of course. Right now, however, we have to take a quick break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian.
This message was brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
The time has come to experience the power of faith, music, and praise. This is the Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m., tune in to catch the pulse-pounding beats and soul-stirring melodies that will elevate your faith and leave a lasting impact on your heart. The Max Urban Gospel Chart Show. Every Sunday from 10 a.m. exclusively on Max FM, where we count down the best 20 urban gospel hits from around the world. Get your praise on.
I left my daughter in the care of a governess. She is white. Mariana is well aware she can't be associated with those people. When Mariana gets married, all of this will be in the hands of your future son-in-law.
Papa, I don't want an arranged marriage, and I don't want to be sent to Europe.
I want your son to keep away from my daughter.
I want to sue my father.
You don't have the nerve to do it. Every problem has a solution. Just say the word, and I will do it. No one has to find out. We won't speak of it again. Stop right there! No, don't shoot! This is real gold.
This chain belonged to my mother. When it's around my neck again, that means we'll never have to be apart.
Watch out!
It is time for book charts this morning on Wake Up Nigeria, and we are having a conversation with a very interesting lady. The book is titled The Cracked Screen, and it's with writer, copy editor, and proofreader Idolo Olumokoro. Great to have you in the studio with us.
Thank you for having me.
And Tekla Uzozia is doing this with me.
Wow, I am honored to be here, and the fact that it is your first book, yay!
It's hard to believe it's your first book.
Very hard.
You wrote like a pro. This book, you wrote it like a pro, and I'm not even kidding. There's something about the way it went in. Each chapter seamlessly dives into the next one, and then the plot twist at the end. Like, you know how you read a book and you know, this is unlikely to happen. And then towards the end, you are realizing, wait, is this what's going to happen? I actually thought at the end of the day that she would end up with nobody. That was how bad it was. But I'm not going to give you too much spoilers because I'm terrible at giving spoilers. Instead, let's talk about The Cracked Screen. What informed your writing it?
An advert on the radio.
Stop it.
Wow.
Okay, what was it?
Some guy was talking about, I can't let her see my cracked screen, and I want to, and she wants to give me her number. That's what sparked it.
Oh wow.
And I've had years of a lot of cracked screens as well. Personal experiences with cracked screens.
my life. So yes, so that started it. And then I asked a male friend, would you let a love interest, so to speak, see your crack screen? He said he doesn't care.
Thank you.
And that's what started it, so I started writing it.
Aha. Wow. Yeah, see, I can totally relate in that crack screen department because Mike can drag me for all he cares. Pff, I will be a generator for that point because it's the fact. You see, the thing with crack screen is you have no control over it.
I think it's inevitable sometimes. Sometimes it's inevitable.
Please, you guys, you guys, please stop it. Stop it.
Sometimes I said it's inevitable. When you have young children in your life,
yes,
it's inevitable. Sometimes, yeah.
So now the cracked screen, the story might have evolved from that. The fact that the ad, and then of course the questions you asked. But going on and on, are there scenes in the books, in this book, that is personal to you?
I wouldn't say that, no.
None?
I doubt it, no. Maybe not to me, maybe to someone close to me, but I doubt it. I doubt it. The book itself expanded from a short story. I write a lot of short stories.
Okay.
No novel, nothing, no novella.
Okay.
So this started as a short story. And then one of the ladies I was collaborating with, one of the characters, Jennifer, she was like, Dolo, you can't let this end like this. So because it had ended, by the second chapter, it had ended.
Wow.
So like, no, you can't let it end like this. You have to do something. She has to meet someone else. She has to do this. And that's how it extended.
Wow.
So I was writing one chapter a week, trying to expand, and then trying to put in more people, more characters, put a plot twist here and all of that. So yes, that's how it all started.
Now you mentioned the fact that you have 2 young children. How were you able to pull off writing with the distraction from the young ones?
Thankfully, they had school to go to.
Hashtag thankfully.
This was 2018, 2019.
Oh, wow.
So yes, I would write after work in the evenings or on Fridays. Friday evening, Saturday, Sunday. That's how I was writing.
But they weren't at school at those times.
They were sleeping.
So, but you went with a theme, marriage, broken marriages and finding
second chances.
Second chances. Why did you
go that route?
Yes,
because most of my main female characters are always single, young 20s. I wanted to go a different route. Someone who had married, who was divorced, and who had a child. How difficult is it for her to go back into the dating scene? For me, it wasn't about the dating scene. Once I expanded it, I wanted her to do some sort of self-discovery. Know yourself. Be complete in yourself before you find someone else who you can continue life with. That's what I wanted her to do. So a lot of things changed in the course of writing it. There was no emphasis on, just finding a man now and getting married. No. Find yourself, discover yourself, love yourself before you move on to anything else you want to do with a companion in life.
And it's interesting you would refer to a woman that, is from a broken relationship, ending up with a man who doesn't even have any such past. Because most times people believe that a divorcee or a widow should end up, or a single parent should end up with a single widow. A lot of single parents actually end up with single folks who have no attachments. So it's interesting that you would highlight this fact in the book.
Yeah, because I feel that there are men out there who have those views that a woman was once married or is now widowed or divorced and has a child does not diminish her value or her worth.
Absolutely.
Yes. She's still a woman with intelligence, with a lot to give. And so that she's been with someone before doesn't mean that she's not going to give you her best, and make your own relationship work as much as the one before, preceding yours. That's how I see it. But like I said, most of my main female characters had always been single, young ladies. I wanted to change that.
So I have to ask, I asked you this before, but I wanted to ask, please, why the vivid description of the angry lines on the screen? Come on, you have to give me something. That sounded so personal.
It was. My phone at the time was like that.
Who broke it?
One of them.
One of them. You know why she could say one of them? Because it happens so often that you are not even sure anymore which did it.
At the point, my husband was like, this is your fourth phone. We just got it when? How can it be like this? And I'm like, well.
Wow.
So I was looking at my cracked screen and writing that line.
Nice.
So I was looking at the angry lines at the bottom, angry lines at the top, you know, so yes.
Yeah, I particularly like the end, not to spoil it for those who haven't read the book. Please, it's important that you read it. But the fact that you prioritized connection rather than another wedding, because it's not marriage now, it's another wedding. You prioritize connection with the character Eddie and his mom rather than running to go wed again.
I know it's romantic fiction and it's supposed to be happily ever after, but I feel that's my own version of happily ever after. You know, they end up together, not as in a marriage or a wedding ceremony, but just being together, being connected. And sometimes some relationships do not necessarily have to end in marriage.
My goodness, someone said it.
They don't.
Woo! Someone did. Yeah. But go on.
But because of the African culture we're in, yes, people would rather it ended. Because I know one of the people who read the book for me, who edited it, was like, I was expecting a wedding at the end. I was like, yes, I didn't want that. I wanted something different.
Yeah, even if the wedding is going to take place, let it take place in its time. Let it not be the expectation. Exactly. Let it just be part of their story.
Exactly. So that's what I
because
wanted.
I've always believed that this talk of, okay, a wedding is going to come up, it just adds unnecessary pressure. But if it comes naturally, you people know, and then you people eventually get there. Because life, relationships, it's a process.
It is.
Exactly.
And there's so much we can explore in our connections, in our relationships. Why just rush to the end, to the wedding? No, enjoy each other first. Know each other first.
Bond.
You might not know someone in and out throughout your life, but yes, enjoy the time together. Just both of you. That's what I wanted to do.
And you did it so well.
Thank you.
Well done and congratulations.
Thank you.
So besides the cracked screen, I know you said the cracked screen is your first full book, but are you working on something else?
Someone asked me that before I came on. And I said, normally I would run in the romantic genre route, but I'd like to do something like a mini memoir of my growing up time in Benin City with my siblings. I'd like to do that. So yes, that's something I'm working. I have like 39 episodes written already. I'd like to make it into, yes, about how we grew up in Benin in the 80s and in the 90s. Yes, that's what I would like to do next. Not something
romantic fiction.
Yeah, not a romantic fiction.
How many siblings do you have?
10.
What? Wow.
I'm part of a blended family.
Oh, no wonder the beautiful.
So my mom and 4 children, my stepdad and 4 children. Then they both had 2 children.
Wow, that is so sweet.
So that's part of what informs this as well.
I see.
What number are you from your mom?
I'm the last.
You're the youngest?
Yes.
Oh, so you from the blended family or?
No, from my father.
From your father.
Yes. Then I have 2 younger ones.
Oh,
Who are probably watching right now.
Hello, younger ones.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, my goodness. Now I really want to read your memoir because 10 children.
It's going to
How
be
did your
really
mom
exciting.
go through it?
She was tough.
She was so
tough. No nonsense, tough.
Wow. Wow. Are you that kind of mom now?
A little bit.
With your crack screen, I doubt it. Because if you were tough, you probably go, don't touch that phone. Sometimes you actually want to.
Are you seriously throwing shades?
For peace sake, you just say, take it.
I understand where she's coming from. But a little bit. And then I try to model a little bit different from my mom. Because I don't agree with some of the things she did. So I'm trying to be a little bit more in tune with my children. And know that when I say no, it's no for a particular reason. My mom used to say no for no sake.
No.
So,
I'm your mother, so no.
Exactly.
And your mom is watching now.
Yes.
Yeah, babe. Thank you so much. It's been quite an interesting conversation, and I love your book. This is titled The Cracked Screen. You should go copy it. Like it's a book that will keep you enthralled from start to finish. The Cracked Screen. That's what it's called, by Idolo Olomokoro. Did I pronounce your name right? Yeah. So yes, this is it. Go check it out. All right, the crowd screen. At this point, we have to take a break. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria. Just stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barkamu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of Your View are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza to the richness of our culture to the softness.
You're welcome back, and I am still Thekla Uzozie, and with me in the studio is Trad, and he is rooted in tradition, driven by vision, and blends indigenous sounds with modern rhythms to create Afrofusion that is smooth, bold, and refreshing. And he'll be joining us for a musical performance. So, hello, Trad.
What's your name?
I am Thekla, and it's nice to have you here. So, what would you be performing for us?
My song, I released it May 30th, Fade Away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Fade away.
Yeah.
So, I am guessing it's either the feelings are fading away or they're not. Which
they're
is
not,
it?
definitely not fading away. Yeah.
Great. Great to know that the feelings are not fading away. It's nice to have you here, Trad, and looking forward to your performance.
Thank you so much.
Great.
Yo. Okay. Yeah, so if I hold you down, I don't want to leave you. Yeah, early in the morning when I wake up, yeah, I do I want to. So make you come my way, yeah. Look what it in my way, yeah. Oh, my God, it look different, yeah. And nobody for me, yeah. I did for me, my baby. Anyway, yeah. I'm trying to meet your mama, yeah. I want to take you all over, yeah. You got a face like a model, yeah. I'm trying to get it from my house. You don't leave my side, you don't leave my side. If I come down around here, if I hold you, I like, what you don't, what you don't, what you don't, what you don't. Sure, to make wrong about you, don't show to my feet. Get over it, that's my mind. Early in the morning when I wake up, yeah. Now you I want to wake up, yeah. So make you come my way, yeah. Put it in my mouth. Oh, my baby, yeah. And put I be fucking my baby. Yeah.
Imagine a country with over 320 languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo? When we get a common language, where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self, and every person waiting for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban pidgin radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show, Waiting Day, with your brother, your friend, Wale Po.
Everywhere, so Bobo.
Yes, you dey joke for this side.
This is not Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we dey give you wetin dey sup for inside we country. Yes, so keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
About wahala. Now here we dey settle all the matter. Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
How can our whispers be that? Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
All right, I'm set up to have quite an interesting chat now. You know how it is with me. We're talking, we're gisting. Eben Keys, a Nigerian creative force. I know this thing with creative people. Now, he's a poet, a musician, an actor, a filmmaker. He's using art to inspire empathy and purpose. Eben Keys, is there anyone I missed while I was reeling out your... you know, your what you do? Is there anyone I missed?
Music producer.
Music producer, okay.
Human.
And humor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. All right, great to have you, Eben Keys. You are welcome. You know, having all of this here, they didn't just all come at once, or you didn't discover all of them at once.
No.
There was probably a journey.
Yes.
It started with something. Which started this journey?
Okay, so I started off as a rapper, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah, back in Poly, when I was in Poly. Okay, so I was just trying to do something and, you know, identify with something. So I tried writing, you know, some lines and rap lines.
Okay.
And then I did like a performance at my school fellowship then, CFI.
Okay.
And yeah, it came out very well. So I became known for being a rapper.
For being a rapper?
Yeah, it was a small school, so it wasn't really hard to like go around.
To go around and just get everybody to know you and all of that.
Yeah, so I became known as a rapper in school. I know. So yeah, that's how I started off.
And then from rap, there was now poetry. And that's where a number of people talk about the differences and similarities. Because for me, I feel like there's a lot of similarities between rap and poetry, as it were. Let's talk about it. What are those things that are similar? Because I know there's a concept of rhyming. If you're being a poet, you have to make sure that the things you are talking go in line to ensure that everything comes as though you're going to a 9. And then after that, don't mind my prompter trying to rhyme. Yeah, but yeah, you know, let's talk about it. What are those similarities and differences? How does one differentiate between rap and poetry?
All right. So there's a thin line between rap and poetry.
Okay.
And so the similarities would include the elements of, you know, your writing and your performance. So when you're writing poetry, whether you're writing poetry or you're writing rap, you have to make use of figures of speech. You have to make use of elements of poetry. You have to use things like metaphors, you know, hyperboles, similes, rhyming. You know, each of these tools just have a way of enhancing whatever it is you're doing.
Wonderful.
So the difference, what necessarily would differentiate both is the mode of delivery. So
the mode of delivery,
yeah. So for a rapper, you deliver your lines in bars and on a beat.
Okay.
But if you take out the beats and just read the lines, you have a poem.
And but I know I've also seen spoken word where now there's that soundtrack behind. You're trying to evoke some sort of an emotion from the crowd. And you know, I'd love to listen to a spoken word piece and have something, if it's well planned. So if you went to a producer and you put together that something, it could do much more than just hearing my voice on it, you know, on its own.
Exactly. Yes. So that's what I was talking about when I said mode of delivery.
Mode of delivery.
So yeah, when you're doing a spoken word piece and you're performing on a stage,
and there's the soundtrack. It's becoming musical, rap.
Most times you add a soundtrack, so it will guide the music has a way of triggering emotion.
Exactly.
So when you have that, you can guide your audience to go towards a certain direction that you want them to go. So the soundtrack just kind of lays the foundation. But what will really do the work for you is what you have. Yeah.
Inside,
most poets don't actually even use soundtrack.
They just want their voice to deliver it straight up.
So it depends on what you're doing. There are some pieces you would want to do. You may most necessarily not need a soundtrack. Yeah, but some of them you need a soundtrack, depending on the emotions and what you're trying to
pass across. Now, talking about soundtrack, being you're also a music producer, was it out of necessity? You know, because some people said, okay, I got into music production because maybe nobody could give me what I wanted, and then I said, okay, let me find a way and do it. Or some will say, okay, maybe it was too expensive or something. How did it come into the line for you? Was it out of necessity, or you know, something that you just thought you could do?
Let's just say I've always been an oversabi.
I like that.
Yeah. So when I was in children's session in my church, I started learning how to play the piano. Yeah. So I was in the choir as well. So I've always just had this interest when it comes to music generally. Yeah. So I was also I was in the band. So they took me away from children's session early to go to the main church so I could be playing the piano. Learned how to play the drums to an extent. It wasn't so great, but good enough. Yeah, so when I was done with poly, I wanted to learn work. You know, but I've always figured that I'm not cut out for, you know, some certain things that do not stimulate my mind or my brain and all. So so when I thought about it, I was like, okay, why don't I just learn how to produce music? I just had this natural inclination to tilt towards that direction. And then I had a friend. I have a friend rather. His name is Josh Blue.
Okay.
So Josh Blue was already a music producer at the time. So I saw what he was doing and I liked it. So
that was it,
Yeah, that was it.
As a music producer, do you have to know how to play an instrument?
Okay. Not necessarily.
So how would you produce if you don't know how to play an instrument?
Yeah, so production is quite... so there are things called loops. And you know, stems these days. So you can actually just produce a beat by just using sampling loops and all of those things, and you can have a full beat. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to have an edge and actually get into that very creative space when it comes to production, you should know how to play an instrument. Yeah, like if for added advantage, knowing how to play the piano really helps.
The keyboard really,
and knowing how to play
is that like the framework of production? Because that keyboard, you know, if you go into a studio and there's no keyboard, it's still not a studio.
So the piano is like it's like the center of every other musical instrument because, okay, as a producer, if you're working in a studio, you use something called a MIDI controller. Okay. It's basically a piano.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
But sent electronically to.
You know the funny thing, yeah. Sometime in early 2000s and all of that, I and my friends, so 3 of us. That's when there was a Fruity Loop craze. No, then it was still Fruity Loops. I think it was Fruity Loops 2 or 3. 3 was it, and you know we just always used to just this thing. You know, sound nice. We just go quack quack. I just be playing around with it. It was fun then. Yeah. There's one of us, Paul. Moved ahead with it, and you know, till today he's not professional as a producer, but he does know how to produce, you know, because then he started virtually, so he was playing the keyboard virtually in you know on the software and all of that, you know. But having a physical keyboard and learning how to do it kind of makes it easier, right?
Yeah, it makes it easier because if you can play the piano and you are using a DAW like FL Studio, for instance, you have access to
Where
plugins.
are we now in FL Safe?
20 something.
20 something. Yeah. This was like FL. Look at FL3.
Yeah, way past that now.
Way past that. Very way past. All right.
So you have access to plugins, right? That have different. You can have different sound libraries. Okay. And also, knowing how to play the piano, you can select a bass instrument, play it with the piano. You can select a guitar instrument, play it with the piano.
All right.
You can select a synth instrument, play it with the piano. Anything you want to.
Wonderful.
Even you can sample drums using the MIDI controller.
The MIDI on the wonderful.
So that's why it's an added advantage.
Wonderful. We have breakfast for you, but just before that, what are your projects? What do you have upcoming that your fans people can watch out for? Is there any project that you're working on that you would like people to know about?
Actually, I have a poetry musical production happening this Sunday. Yes.
Oh, tell us about it.
Okay, so it's called Nezer's House of Magic.
Nezer's House of Magic.
Yes.
Okay, what's the magic that we're expecting to see there?
All right, so if I'm going to summarize it very effectively.
Yeah.
Nezer's House of Magic is a poetry musical theater production. Wow. You know, from everything we've discussed so far, you can tell that I've ventured into different things like poetry, like music, and all of these different things. Even I also have acted in some movies, some Nollywood films as well. Yeah, so Nezer's House of Magic was first of all my way of combining everything that I know how to do.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So it's a pioneering project. It's the first of its kind.
Okay.
Right? So it's a fusion of poetry, music, and theater happening all at once at stage. Okay. And all of these things are just a framework to pass across a very transformational message that sells a story of resilience and self-induced change.
I like that.
Yes.
I like that. Well, let's head to the kitchen. We'll talk more about how people who want to be a part of it, how they can be a part of it. But let's head over to the kitchen and then we'll wrap up on that one. All right. Well done, Ben Keys. Okay. Yeah, Mary, hope you have our breakfast set, yeah? Okay, come on. Let's.
The one who made the most noise about being it, but not actually being it. Yes, I am failing. But you're laughing. Thought that I was on my way to becoming the greatest magician the world has ever seen. But as it turns out, I was only just on my way to becoming the one who made the most noise about being it, but not actually being it. Yes, I am failing. But you're laughing.
Chef Meeday. You're welcome to the kitchen this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. Even kids, this has been made by, obviously, Chef Meeday.
I'm proud, so, you know, that proud moment.
Yeah, the famous Chef Meeday.
Yes.
That's why we had to autograph it on the plate for you.
I don't even want to mess it up.
I know, right? Well, you need to dig in. What you're having is chicken plantain bruschetta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an Italian dish. Please go ahead and tell him about it.
Bruschetta is an Italian food, but I want to bring it home, you know, give you that Niger feeling, so that you can still feel that I'm eating a Nigerian food. So I play Havana with what we have in the market, and then you have a chicken plantain bruschetta.
So in that case, I'm going to eat it with Niger style.
Yes, eat it Niger style. Lalaye.
Correct. We've been having a lot of people eating Niger style these days.
Tekla, I think you should come to my side. Maybe it's giving me the vibe that I'm not too tall. So please come to my
sorry.
side.
My neighbor.
What do you think?
God bless you.
Ibenki, just to wrap up a venue and where is it happening and the time?
Okay, it's going to be happening at Alliance Française.
Okay.
Yes, at Ikoyi
All
on
right.
Sunday by 5 p.m.
Oh, nice.
All right, we're looking forward to that one. It's been a great show. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.